Under Article 4 of the U.S. Constitution, which outlines the relationship between the states, the U.S. Congress has the power to admit new states to the Union. The article imposed prohibitions on interstate discrimination that over central to our states as a single nation. The states are required to give full faith and credit to the acts of each other's legislature and court, which is generally held to include the recognition of legal contracts, marriage, criminal judgments, and before 1865 slavery status states are prohibited from discriminating against citizens of the states with respect further basis right under the Privilege and Immunity Clause.
In the United States are guaranteed military and civil defense by the federal government. The federal government is also required to ensure that the government of each state remains a republic. 4 states use the official name of Commonwealth rather than state. However, this is merely a paper distinction. The United States Constitution uniformly refers to all of these subnational jurisdictions as a state. Under Article 4 of the United States Constitution, which outlines the relationships between the states, the United States Congress has the power to admit new states to the Union. The article imposes prohibitions on interstate discrimination that are central to our status as a single nation. The states are required to give full faith and credit to the acts of each other's legislatures and courts, which is generally held to include the recognition of legal contracts, marriages, criminal judgments, and before 1865 slavery status. States are prohibited from discriminating against citizens of other states with respect to their basic rights under the Privileges and Immunities Clause. Under the extradition clause, a state must extradite people located there who have fled charges of treason, felony, or other crimes in another state if the other state requests extradition.
The article contends that the Constitution grants Congress expansion authority to structure interstate relations, and that in wielding this interstate authority, Congress is not limited by judicial interpretations of Article 4. The provisions are judicially enforced against the state. However, the ability to enforce the provisions is dependent on the absence of congressionally authorized discrimination. The article contends that the Constitution grants Congress expansion authority to structure interstate relations, and that in wielding this interstate authority, Congress is not limited by judicial interpretations of Article 4. The provisions are judicially enforced against the state. However, the ability to enforce the provisions is dependent on the absence of congressionally authorized discrimination.
And this 15 seconds right here is going to be just for the video, and we're going to watch. And Josh, you better come help me with this part. Help me with it. Say something, Jenny. Yeah, say something.